Hello, singers and non-singers. Welcome to another episode of Ask VSA, where we answer all of your questions regarding singing. If you have any questions that you'd like me to answer, put them in the comments below. And if it's a good question or we get that question requested enough, I will do a video for you and your question. This episode is proudly brought to you by Vox Singing Academy, which was established in 1993. If we could help you or someone that you know with their singing, we'd be absolutely honoured. We have numerous studios here in Melbourne with male and female teachers. We also give online singing lessons worldwide, and we have the ultimate online singing course. Check out the links below for more info. If you like this channel, give it a thumbs up, click like and subscribe as well too. That would be fantastic. If you super like it, share it. Okay, let's get stuck into the next question. How long should I practice singing for? Okay, so before I go in and answer this question, I want to just tell you a few caveats to do with this. Perfect practice equals perfect performance. So quality over quantity is always the most important point. I would rather my students go and practice less with great quality more so than bad quality for a longer period of time. So that's not going to help your voice progress. Okay, so with my students, when they come in for classes, all of our lessons are customized according to the person's genre, experience, if they have any goals that they want to hit, and also how serious or non-serious they're taking their singing lessons. Sometimes we have hobby singers that are just doing it as a hobby, and I also deal with lots of professional singers that are on the boards here behind me as well too. So their length of time that they'll practice and how many times a week they'll practice will depend on all of that, on whether they're a hobby singer, intermediate singer, advanced singer, or a pro singer. But as a general rule, you would want to practice even as, let's go with a beginner. So if you're practicing as a beginner, remember the more you practice and the higher quality is, the better results that you're going to get. So keep that in mind, okay? So the more that you practice, the quicker and the better that you're going to progress, okay? But as a general rule with our students, if they're beginner hobby singers, they're just doing it as a hobby, they're not doing it as anything too serious, we tell them to do at least 10 to 15 minutes of scales 5 to 6 days a week, and then they can sing for as little or as least as they want after that. So we generally say at least go through your song 2 or 3 times that you're working on in your class, okay? That is the very minimum, okay? But that's what we ask for from even our hobby singers and very young children that are 3 or 4 years old. That's the minimum that we ask for. But as I said, the more that you do, the quicker that you're going to progress. And then let's just go to the other end of the spectrum. My professional singers will do anything from 20 to 35 minutes worth of scales, just skills. For those of you who don't know what scales are played on the piano. My piano's not turning on now. Give me 1 second while I turn my piano on. Scales are something like this. This is a scale. We have hundreds of scales for all different skills. So that's scales. Scales are skills. So we ask our professional singers to generally practice between 20 to 35 minutes worth of scales at least 6 to 7 times a week. Now, we don't want you to burn out, so we do recommend that sometimes you do have at least a day off so that you're just breaking things up a little. And then after that, singing for at least 30 minutes. So anything from 30 minutes to an hour and a half of singing. Now, I have students and people perform up to 3 hours. So you might be saying, yeah, well, look, that's too much to do straight off the bat. Yes, it is too much to do. That length of time is far too long for someone that hasn't built up to that. So my professional singers, and not just professional, all singers, once we increase their workout, it's incrementally. So it's just a little bit more each week so that we're building up to that stamina and that length of time. It's the same as going jogging. You wouldn't just go off and run a marathon. You would start by just jogging around the block to start with, and then you'd increase that. And that's the same thing with our singers as well too. So there it basically is. Okay, so but practice is very, very important. I'm going to answer another question in next week's episode, and that question will be, when is the best time to practice singing? So look out for that one next week. Thank you for watching. Really do appreciate it. As I said, if we could help you or someone that you know with their singing in Melbourne or worldwide, please check out the links below. Would be absolutely on it. Click like and subscribe. Click the bell icon to get a little bing to know when we've got a new video up. Now, this channel isn't just the Ask VSA channel. We also have reaction videos. I also have interviews and lots of other different topics on this particular channel. So it's just not this particular question and answer session here. We have lots of other topics. Check out the playlists. Thank you very much for watching. Be good to each other. Enjoy your music and singing, and live each day as if it's your last. Be good to each other. Peace and love. Bye-bye. No editing.